Okay, so the first card that's fallen is a insurance payout. So you might be getting some money coming into you. And that might bring in, it might be a good insurance payout because there's wealth, abundance, and financial growth coming in. So this money could help you, achieve whatever you want to achieve. You've got important decisions that need to be made as well. So coming in the past, you've got save some money and think big. So that's what you've been doing. Maybe you've been watching your finances quite carefully, and you've got a lot of plans in your head as well. Now, going into the future, you've got defend yourself. So whatever is going on, make sure that you are standing up for what you believe in. This is very, very important. Tread very carefully, but make sure you're defending yourself. Don't let anybody walk all over you. And going into the future, there's a lot of stress and deadlines that you're working towards. So you may have some projects that you need to finish, and some things that you need to fulfill. So make sure that you are, try not to get too stressed out about it. Just relax, take a deep breath, and think very logically about it, because there are some important decisions that you need to make, and this has got to do with the stress it's going to cause a lot of stress for you. So you need to just find some kind of outlet for any kind of stress. You are working towards deadlines, but you are going to be achieving wealth, abundance, and a lot of financial growth. So this looks like a good year for that. So those are the energies for those 2 weeks. Now this is the Bright Idea deck. I have shuffled this deck. I have put it in the description box, so click on it. It is a difficult deck to get a hold of, but it's a lovely deck. So there's a decision coming up for you. You've got the Two of Swords over here. It is a decision that you need to make based on logic rather than your emotions. Maybe you're holding back making this decision. You really don't know which way to go. It might be something to do with legalities as well. So maybe you're waiting for some kind of legal decision to come through with this card as well. So something's coming through that you're waiting for, some kind of legal maybe somebody's trying to sort out a problem. Maybe you're just waiting for it because they're taking their time. Now, if you're needing to make a decision, you have to look at all the pitfalls. So you can see there's a lot of clouds. So whatever this decision was, it came out of some dramatic situation. There was something that caused a lot of problems. There was a lot of problems, and then some kind of legality came out of it, and now you need to make some kind of decision about which way to go. Or you're waiting for some decision, some legal judgment to come through so that you can resolve this particular problem. Either way, there is a crossroads that you are coming to, and you're going to have to make whatever choice you make based on logic and not on your emotions. And maybe there's something that you're not seeing as well, because with the Two of Swords, you generally are blind to whatever is going on, and you need to take those blindfolds off, and you need to see things. So you need to go and do some research, look into the facts very carefully. If there's legal documentation, you need to read every single word very carefully, and even look between the lines and find out exactly what is going on. So a thorough investigation is needed, and you need to make a decision based on logic rather than whatever your emotions tell you to do. So what's going on with you? There's some kind of situation that has to be, you have to act pretty quickly to sort it out. So if this legal decision comes through, it might mean that it's going to cause you to react pretty fast. So whatever the decision comes in, or whatever the choice is, there's quick action that is going to be needed on your part. You've got the learning validation card over here. So if it is something to do with work, and it's going to do with your assessment, whatever is going on, if it's a work assessment that is coming on, maybe they're trying to assess you to decide whether they want to keep you in the job. They're very thrilled with whoever you're dealing with is very impressed with whatever you're doing. And it looks like whatever legal problem that is coming up is going to go in your favor, because you can see this man is standing over there with his thumbs up. So you're going to have to act very quickly, but whatever comes off it is going to go in your favor. So it's going to be a positive outcome for you, but you're going to have to act very, very quickly, make decisions very, very quickly. Yes, with this Two of Swords is standing back and not making the decision, reaching a point where you have to make a decision, and you're going to have to make it very quickly, and it's going to go in your favor. People are going to be on your side. So whatever that outcome for that decision is, if it's a legal decision or whatever is going on in your work situation, even if it is an assessment of you, you're going to have to act very quickly, because they're watching to see that you act pretty quickly. You have to have a quick response, and it will go in your favor. So in the past, there's a decision card. So in the past, you've got a decision that you needed to make. So people standing over you, you've got the wolf standing over here, and you've got a choice. And it's almost like you're between a rock and a hard place. You've got to make this choice, and it's got to be made pretty quickly as well. And you've been standing back. You're not been making that decision. It's got to do with work, because you've got Capricorn in the back over here. So it's got to do with work and abundance and growth, going forth, climbing that career ladder. And you haven't made that decision yet. You've been sitting down and not making that decision. So a point is being reached now where you have to act pretty quickly and make that decision pretty quickly. You're pretty optimistic about what is going to come out, and you're being guided as well on how to do it. So there is either some kind of information that's coming to you. There's some kind of divine guidance, almost as though, somebody's going to come up to you and say something to you that's going to allow you to make this decision. And once that information comes to you, you're going to be able to act pretty quickly. You're going to have to act pretty quickly on that information that comes to you. In your mind, you're very negative about everything that's going on. You've got the shadow card over here, which is like the devil card. So a lot of negative energy coming in. You're almost stuck in that particular position. You feel like you're in the dark. You don't know what to do. You're not quite sure about it. So there's a lack of confidence going on over here. You may be listening to too many people and not listening to the right message that is supposed to come through. So that could well be the case. And maybe you're feeling a bit chained, very tied up, very restricted. But there is guidance coming in. There's some kind of divine guidance coming here. This is the Star card. It's got optimism written on it. But it is the Star card. And there is information coming to you. You might have to do some internet research as well to find out what the answer is. So you might have to go by yourself, research it to get that information. If nobody's giving it to you, then you have to go and look for it, really. But whatever that information is, it's absolutely vital in order for you to, and you will react pretty quickly. You've got the computer falling over here, so this might be an indication that, you might actually need to go on the internet and actually find out what the answer is, and that's how the information is going to come. But whatever happens, it's going to bring a big change. You've got demolition, so whatever this decision is, it's going to cause a big shift in energy, something really big. You're breaking down barriers, breaking things down and moving on. So you're going to actually be able to break out of that situation that is tying you up. So you're breaking this energy of the devil card over here. You're breaking all that being cut, tied up and chained and restricted. This person's walking with a hammer over here. So this is you trying to break out of that mold, break out of that situation. So whatever information or whatever decision you make is going to be a very life-changing event. This is a major arcana card, which means that a big change is going to come from this decision. And maybe this is why you're holding back making this decision. So you've got a choice card over here, and this is the Ace of Swords, really. So you've been strategizing, doing things one at a time, trying to find direction. This person's got a compass in their hand, trying to find out what to do next. So you're taking things very, very logically, very, very slowly, and you're working on a kind of a strategy. You've been thinking about what you want to do, and you're in a very defensive position as well. So you are defending yourself, but you're very strategic about what you're doing as well. So you're planning every step, every move right now. So whatever is coming up for you, you have to make this decision, but you are looking at all the information that is coming to you. Now, with this being the Ace of Swords as well, it looks like there is some kind of big information that is coming. So some kind of very important information. It's very important to look out for this information. It's going to change the rest of your life because it's bringing about the Tower card. So it's bringing about a Tower card, which means that it's bringing in, you can see the lightning flash over here. So whatever you're doing now, whatever decision you're making now is going to have an impact for a long time in your life. Around you, people see that, you are very driven Also, you're very single-minded. You're breaking down all these barriers over here, and people see you as a revolutionary person, somebody who doesn't take anything from anybody, doesn't take any crap from anybody, somebody who gets their thing, gets it done, and will break down any kind of barriers and push forward. So, this is a card of advancing and breaking down all these barriers. So whatever this demolition is, whoever's restricting you, even with this, Ace of Swords, you're cutting it out. It seems like, you're pushing through any kind of problems that you have, and you are, riding over anybody who has anything to say. You're breaking down any kind of barriers that are coming over here, telling people where to get off at, and you're going for it. You've got the sun and the moon over here, so you've got full energy on you, and you are working. This is an achievement card. People see that you are achieving your goals, and you're not listening to anybody else, and you're ready to make big changes in your life as well. And you're trying to find that balance. This is the card of Libra. You can see it's being ruled by Libra. You're hoping that you can get that balance back in your life. You're trying to find that balance between your home and your work life as well. And, you're hoping that things sort themselves out. So you are, working pretty hard, but also pretty stressed out. This is a card of a bit of stress. There could be also some kind of legal decision as well, because this is the Justice card. And since this, you've got the Two of Swords over here, which says debate, so arguing your way through things, but with these two cards, it's showing that there's some kind of legal decision that you might be waiting for, some kind of judgment to be passed, some kind of legal resolution of a problem. So going into the future, you've got Nurturing, which is the Empress card, you've got Feeding and Comfort, and you've got Passage. So nurturing is you put in a lot of effort into whatever you were doing. Now, this is a card that is ruled by Venus, and it shows that abundance coming. You've put in a lot of effort, a lot of investment, and whatever you made, whatever you've done, whatever you've accomplished is pretty good, and it's going to open the door for success. So you're just waiting at the moment, for things to happen. You've put in all the effort, your project is complete, and now you're waiting for the results from it. And it looks like with this flowers all around her, abundance is coming in with it. So whatever you've done is a good thing, and it's going to have a good payoff. The Empress is the Queen of the Queen of Queens of the Tarot. So that means that, you will achieve everything, but you need to be very organized and very diplomatic as well with the Empress card. And she is, she rules the roost over here, and she is, at the top of things. So you will get your abundance, and people will enjoy whatever you've put out, or whatever project you have is going to have success. Whatever you're doing is going to be successful, but you're just waiting for things to come through. Now, you've got the Feeding Comfort card over here. You're very stressed out, and it looks like you do need a little bit of a break, maybe a short break. Just because this person's sleeping up in the trees over here. So, you can't sleep for long in the trees. So, this is a short break that you need to take. You need to take some rest. You need to get some downtime. And this is very important for you to be stressed out, because this whole situation that's been happening is pretty stressful. And then you've got a Passage card over here, which is another major arcana, and it is the Death card. You can see the phoenix rising from the ashes over here. So you are going to emerge as something wonderful. And also, you will be coming out of the situation of where everything is stagnant, where you have to sit and wait. This person's sitting in the dark over here, because you can see the passage is opening here, and there's lots of doors. So whatever this decision, you've got the key in your hand over here. So you've got the answer, the solution. You are on a deadline. There's some kind of time issue that is going on over here. And maybe you have to wait for divine timing for this to happen. Or even with this Empress card, you can see she's sitting and waiting. And even with this Feeding and Comfort card, this person is lying, sleeping, taking some time out. So there might be a period where you have to wait for the success to come. But it looks like the door is completely open. There's no obstacles within the door. This sand from these hourglasses fallen. The hourglass is cracked. So this thing is, the timing, the normal timing is not at play here. This is a divine timing card. But in the sand, what is so amazing is that this flower has bloomed, which means that whatever you have put your heart and mind into is going to be very, very successful, because it's a flower blooming, and also it's like almost like the sun coming into your life, and also it opens up the doorways and opens up opportunities for you. So there's a very successful outcome with this passage card. Although it is the death card, it looks like you are waiting for something to happen. You're feeling a bit despondent at the moment, but with all these indicators, with the phoenix rising over here, with the door being open, and there being lots of doors past that door, so lots of options available, and the flower blooming in the sand from the broken hourglass shows that whatever you're waiting for is going to be very successful, and it will come, but you just have to have that patience. And you are being very strategic about what you're doing. You're trying to break out of that mold and trying to bring a big change in your life. You are physically trying to make it, and the things are going on around you that are causing a lot of there seems to be a lot of this energy of trying to shake things up. You're trying to shake things up, and maybe people around you are trying to shake things up. Whatever you are trying to sort through, you're going to have to act very, very quickly on whatever information you have, and it's going to go in your favor. This card also shows learning validation. It shows that, people are going to see whatever you do, and they're going to give you that thumbs up. So whatever you're going to do is going to be very successful. You just have to wait for it. You can see whatever's going to come. Whatever's to come is going to be very successful. And there is a decision that you have to make, some kind of big decision that you have to make that you've been putting off for a long time. So I'm going to draw some cards from this Think and Grow prosperity cards. And this is just as an oracle. Let's go from the bottom. And some from the fairy tarot as well. Okay, so the first card is your worth. So you must recognize what your worth is and make sure that you are displaying it to people. Because if you don't feel that you are worth anything, nobody else will. So you need to actually portray or tell people exactly what you're worth. Know your worth before you go out there and try to get things. Make sure that you know that you are worth a lot, and whatever you're doing is very unique. So if you know your worth, then and have the self-confidence to show people that you know what your worth is. You know that you are not any old person, but you have something unique. Then and you display it with self-confidence, then people will be able to buy into it. And here's a card about focusing on work. Start where you stand and work with whatever tools you may have at your command. Better tools will be found as you go along. So you need to put in the effort into showing people what your worth is. And you've got all the tools that you need, because it says start with whatever tools you have, and you'll get better tools as you go along. So you have the tools, focusing on that work. You have to have some self-confidence and show people you know what your worth is, and you'll be able to work to do it. Then you will start being able to manifest what you need. You've got the Hermit card over here, which is also a card about focusing on work. Find or be a mentor. Take a break from society. Commitment to your spiritual growth. Now, the Hermit card is about focusing on your work. So the work card has come in over here. It says you've got the tools to be able to do it. And the Hermit card is coming up here, which says you have the tools. You are an expert at whatever you do, or you're very good at whatever you do. And, you can even teach whatever you do. That's how good you are at it. But it is a card that is ruled by Virgo, and you need to focus on your work. Awakening says change the way you're looking at the situation, embrace your uniqueness, a temporary pause in action. So this actually, embodies everything that is going on in this card. You are waiting for things to happen. You are waiting for things to happen with this Empress card over here. It's just a temporary pause, and maybe during this temporary pause, take a little bit of a break. Go and have a little holiday, a little weekend break, something that gets your mind off things where you can rest. Things are just at a bit of a standstill right now, but this pause in action is only temporary. And the last card is the Magician, which is excellent, which says you can do anything, take charge of your life, you can manifest, and what you need to be a success. So you are going into a manifestation mode as well. You need to take a little bit of a break, concentrate on your work, but whatever you think you will be able to manifest with this card. And it looks like with this major arcana as the passage or the death card, whatever you manifest with a little bit of waiting, it looks like it's going to come into fruition for you. So you are going to achieve whatever you want to. Big changes are coming. You'll be able to shift that energy, and you are trying to be strategic, which is very, very important. So you are going to be achieving things. You need to just focus on your work. Tell people, know exactly what your worth is. Act with confidence. Some kind of decision coming up for you. But it looks like things are going to go in your favor as well. And make sure you're taking a break and not getting too stressed out, because the next phase is going to be quite amazing, because there's a lot of opportunities coming in for you and a lot of growth and abundance coming in as well. So I hope this reading has resonated. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments if it has. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.